Hey guys. I'm back with yet another video and probably my final video of 2019. I subtitled this video, so if you haven't already, turn on the subtitles to further understand what the robot voice is saying. 2019 was a great year for many as there were outstanding music releases this year. 2019 is an exceptionally good year for K-pop, with artists like BTS, Twice, Blackpink and many more who was able to reach greater heights due to the benefit of their growth in music and personalities. However, with that in mind, there were a handful of sour releases which turned me off to listening more from the artists. All this said, I wish you guys a happy new year and let's jump straight into the video. Firstly, I wanna congratulate BTS for achieving Song of the Year with Boy With Love. It deserved Song of the Year no matter what everyone says. Even though I wanted Fancy to win, I still believe that Boy With Love outsold every other K-pop artist. When this song was released, I immediately clicked on the video and was super excited. The song was supposed to be higher up in the list, but in my first listen I did not really like Suga's rap part. Therefore this song is at number 10. However, I do enjoy BTS doing a lighter and cheerful concept because it suits them very well. Of course there will be Fancy on this list, however this song is at number 9 because during my first listen I wasn't very blown away by the song. Well, except for Jihyo's beautiful high note. Oh, and if you guys have not heard Jihyo's high note at the last chorus, it means you have not listened to Fancy enough. Credits to the owner of that clip will be in the description. Anyways, I liked Fancy on first listen and I absolutely loved Fancy on second listen. Vote Fancy for Song of the Decade. My first time hearing Audios, I was shocked. I did not expect a rookie group's first comeback to slap so hard. When the beat dropped, my jaw dropped. I remember I was listening to it for the first time in the train. I was so into the song I even missed my station and I did not regret it. Honestly, I'm looking forward to Everglow's next comeback. I know it will slap our wigs off. To be honest, I did not know who Day 6 was before I listened to this song. It appeared in my recommended one day and I had nothing else to do, so I clicked on the music video. I was pleasantly surprised by how well the song flowed from start to end, tempting me to listen more. This song also gives me retro vibes and I'm here for it. Our Queen Chungha served, she served with this comeback. My first listen experience was just me acknowledging that I will never be as perfect as Chungha. The song, the dance, it just amazes me how she manages to move and sing like that. Live, queen indeed. Me, sitting on my bed, listening to this masterpiece. Just imagine that scene. My ears were blessed with their vocals and their visuals. This song is my second most favorite debut song so far. I was literally speechless because I could not believe this came out of a rookie group. This song literally snapped my existence goodbye like Thanos did. I was stunned by Chungha's choreography like I do with all her songs. Her dances are always so fun to learn and always bring something new to the K-pop dance table, if that makes sense. Anyways, I prefer snapping over gotta go any day of the week, don't even try to fight me with this opinion. Here I was, foolishly thinking that TXT would never be able to top their masterpiece of a debut. Oh my, I was so wrong. The moment that chorus dropped, my eyes and ears were only fixated on one thing, their song. Seriously, how do companies hit every spot possible for a song to be such a hit? I am truly amazed, and I'm also looking forward to TXT's next song. I'm so happy I decided to procrastinate this video, because what do we have here? Psycho by Red Velvet. Now this is not a pun, but hearing this song for the first time. But really though, probably one of my favorite songs of 2019 and my favorite from Red Velvet. Yes, Psycho is better than Bad Boy. Like, did you guys hear pre-chorus? Amazing. By the way, hashtag get well soon Wendy. Probably the sweetest girl and one of the best vocalists in K-pop. Let's all pray that Wendy will have a speedy and full recovery and sue SBS out of the industry while we're at it. Anyways, let's move on to my favorite song based on first listen.
You make me feel special.
There you have it. I'm not biased with this opinion because I was not the only one who was blown away by the whole comeback. I remember waiting for 5 p.m. KST to come. I was so anxious and so excited. The individual teasers that JYP dropped created so much hype around the comeback, and it was honestly worth the hype. I was reaching out for my headphones, and crawled into my bed while trying my hardest to calm down. When the music video was finally released, I immediately pressed on the video. The song, the outfits, the dance, and Mina was back. I was staring at my phone for the whole 3 minutes, probably not blinking. I was smiling the whole time. Like, I am not kidding, I kept that smile on my face as I was going through with the whole video. The song made me feel mixed emotions. On my first listen, I was genuinely excited and happy for Mina. On my second listen, I was crying like a baby because Mina finally appeared and looked healthy and happy for the first time in a long time. Then the subsequent listens I was shaking my booty and crying at the same time. Seriously, what a bop it is. It just gets better every listen. Anyways, I talked too much, so let's move on. Now it's time to talk about the other side of the coin. There were less sour releases this year as compared to good releases, so I had to dig for a while to find those that I recall disliking upon first listen. Disclaimer, I do not hate any of these songs at the moment, the songs just left a bad taste in my mouth at first, but I loved every single one right now. With that being said, let's now take a look at my top 10 worst.
Let's kill this love. Yeah.
This song is one of my top favorites of this year and also my second favorite title track from Blackpink. But during my first listen I was underwhelmed by the chorus, and the ending felt unfinished. I thought the start of the song was amazing, so I decided to put this at number 10. The song is fine, but the chorus kinda annoyed me at first. I hate it when groups go for the instrumental choruses. I'm a person who prefers vocal choruses, so this song was a pass for me. Again, the instrumental chorus made me dislike this song at first listen. Nevertheless, I'm proud of CLC for getting recognized in 2019. I was super hyped for this song because I had been shaking my booty to Dalla Dalla for a few months and it was their first comeback. However, on my first listen, I was kinda disappointed by the talk singing and it felt as if there was no rhythm in the chorus. I was really wrong because I started shaking my booty after only the second listen.
I'ma shake it like you want my birthday.
The instrumental chorus again did it for me during my first listen. I don't know why, but I was kinda pissed at that time after hearing the song. But honestly, Birthday is such a bop and I listen to it every day. Well, my first impression of this song was that it sounded like a ritual to summoning a demon. I hated it, but it got stuck in my head and I slowly started appreciating how different and new it was. Not gonna lie, I hated this song for the weirdest reason. I couldn't identify the chorus and it ended before I knew it, but I wasn't alone, right? I had to replay the part like 3 times before I knew where the chorus was. The first time I heard this song I remembered saying, "Ew, this song is so messy." But now I love how the whole song flows and now this is one of my favorite debut songs of all time. I guess music is just like wine. The older it is, the better it gets.
Take a flow shower.
I was so hyped for this song, but my first listen had me disappointed. Why do people keep using instrumental choruses? It is the best way to ruin a song. I also had really high hopes, so that's probably why this is at number 2. When this song released I was expecting a lot because their previous song Miro was a huge bop and I loved it. However, I was so confused and shocked when listening to the chorus for the first time. Moreover, I hated that song for well over a month, which rarely ever happens. But now I am starting to like the song and it ain't as bad as I thought it was. But if this comes on shuffle, I will skip right after the chorus. Congrats on making it to the end of the video. Originally I wanted this up at the end of 2019 but I procrastinated and here we are. I sincerely hope all artists leave the instrumental choruses in 2019 and start off the decade with more vocal choruses. With that I end the video and I'll upload soon, I think. Bye guys.